COVID in March, and I had cardiac and neurologic damage from that, and so I was sick for 8 weeks, on bed rest for 4 months, and then on really restricted activity for 6 months. And I lost so much muscle. I was so deconditioned that I couldn't even like carry a plate across the kitchen. I couldn't like take care of myself. I couldn't do anything around the house. I was so weak and sad over having lost my active lifestyle through this illness. And so when I started this, I really just felt like I couldn't do anything to care for myself in my normal routine. I couldn't really even drive a car safely. And I'm not, back to 100%, but I can do all of the like normal like tasks of living. And I'm starting back at like cardio exercise over this last week. And so that's super exciting because, this time a year ago, I was like running up mountains. I'm a long way from that, but it feels really good to be like on the path, like getting back to wellness. Well, I'm stronger, I'm more optimistic, I'm more like capable of just doing things. I don't feel fragile anymore. And this is honestly one of the best parts of my week. I look forward to it. It's such a nice break from being sick because this is the time when I feel well and I'm working towards wellness. And so it gives me like that, I'm gonna cry because I feel really like hot, like it's a happy cry because I feel really positive about this. Like it's the time when I'm focused on getting better and me and not being miserable and not being sad about what I lost, but really focused on what I'm getting back. And that's like progress every single week and it feels so good. It's upbeat. I like that it's small and intimate. Like if you've been to other kinds of physical therapy places, sometimes it's like a lot of people, a lot of noise, a lot of chaos, and you have to really fit into their program. And I felt like this fit me instead of me having to fit into somebody else's box. And with a new illness that's kind of new to mankind, there really isn't like any set protocol for recovery yet. And I felt like Empower really listened to what I needed and tailored a program that was really going to meet my needs. I've been really comfortable with like the hygiene and the setting and just the care and compassion and upbeat attitude that I have here. I guess, when I started, I just didn't feel like I could do very much of anything. I felt so weak and wobbly and just frustrated by that. And I get pushed in a kind way every time I come here. But it has made a difference. There's accountability that's made a difference. And I just knowing that I can do more than I thought I could, and that even though in the midst of like setbacks and kind of bad news from other doctors and things like that, I come here and it's always like a step forward. Sometimes it's a little step, sometimes it's a big step, but it's always a step forward. And that just feels really good and it like fills me up. Looking for like a rehab program, I was referred to others, and it was just chaos. Like they didn't know what to do with me, they didn't have the right insurance billing codes. I was so frustrated before I even set foot in the place. It was like doomed to failure. Like it just wasn't gonna work out. And so I pay out of pocket to come here, but it is so worth like every single penny of the investment. It's just been amazing. And at this point, I wouldn't even try anywhere else because it's just been perfect for me. Like I said, it's small, it's tailored to my needs. It's not me fitting into some predefined notion of what I should be doing and how fast I should be doing it. And I just feel really safe here. And I don't feel safe everywhere I go. I have to go to a lot of places like hospitals for tests and things that don't make me feel safe. And there's a lot of pain and trauma involved in that. And this is the one place I come every week where there's no pain or no trauma. It's just like happiness and satisfaction. And I feel like physical therapy should always be like that, Like it shouldn't be something you dread. It should be something you look forward to because it's helping you get better and improve your life. And I feel like everything here has been kind of situated in a way to kind of help that mindset take root and cultivate that, and I just love it. I would say just try it. I mean, I've done kind of traditional other types of physical therapy, the chains and, the big facilities and all of those types of places in the past, and I didn't have good experiences. I was not looking forward to that. I just kind of thought it was one of those things you have to do to get better. And this feels like, strangely, is really enjoyable, right? Like I don't feel like it's a toil or a test. And so I would say just give it a chance because it can really change your life. Just say, if you're dealing with an illness or an injury or disability that other people haven't given you hope about, that you might find that here. Certainly with COVID, nobody knew what to do with people who had the complications that I had that are really common, but they're just new. And nobody was really willing to put in the time or energy to figure out how to deal with them. And I felt completely alone and scared, like I was never gonna get better, and I didn't have any hope to get better. Nobody could give me any idea. So even though, Empower doesn't have all of those answers, they've really listened and they've adapted and they've just helped me to understand my body better and control the things that I can control, and it's just been tremendous.